Star-studded crowd here in State College.
There is indeed. There is Larry Holmes, the former heavyweight champion of the world, who still campaigns heavy. He's in town along with Gerry Cooney, who is sitting just to his left. And there is Gerry. They're in town. The AMVETS Post 292 is having an event here that they attended. And it's all about a new program which is called a Symbol of Freedom, Beating the Odds. It's they're holding it in this 11-state area to urge youngsters to beat the odds and move ahead in life. And those two guys here to help out.
All right, we have our co-feature to start, Carr and Julian Samaha. You know, Larry Holmes told us that Gerry Cooney has been working out at the Downtown Athletic Club in Manhattan, that Cooney could be making a comeback.
I wonder if he was pulling our leg or if he was serious.
Let's send it up to our ring announcer. Well, we'll send it up to our ring announcer when we get him to turn around. There we go. So send it to our ring announcer, Dick DeAndrea.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bryce Jordan Center on the campus of the Pennsylvania State University in State College, Pennsylvania, where Budweiser presents your co-main event for this evening, featuring 10 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Your referee, Rick Steigerwald. And now, let's introduce the principals. In the red corner, wearing the blue trunks, he hails from Tijuana, Mexico. He weighed in at 154 pounds with a professional record of 25 victories, 10 defeats, 1 draw with 15 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, Julian Samaha. And now, in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with white trim, he weighed in at 149 pounds. This young man has an outstanding record of 41 wins, 2 losses, 25 knockouts. He's the 5th rated welterweight in the world. From Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City, Carr.
Carr, 25 years of age, turned pro at the age of 17, was a junior Olympic champion. His father was a boxer in the Marines. His father is in his corner, Eddie Carr.
I'm going to give you 3 commands. Stop breaking box. When I say stop, I want you to stop. Shake hands, listen to me, go back to your corners. Good luck to both of you.
Oba took up boxing when his bicycle was stolen, and there's Julian Samaha. Takes this fight on very short notice. He has lost his last 3, 2 decisions, and a loser by knockout. His last bout was in July, 10-round loss to Anwar Oshana in Illinois. He weighed 167 pounds. In fact, Samaha has not fought at the welterweight 147 since 1988. Weighed in at 155 pounds initially, shaved off a pound. And Carr said, that doesn't matter. Victor Perez was supposed to fight, but he, as so many times we've seen, disappeared.
I'd like to know, in 17 years, how many fights have actually changed, even in the last 3 or 4 days before we went on the air.
How many this year?
Yeah, just this year alone. That's boxing.
And Carr, really, at 25 years of age, he just turned 25 in May. Al, 260 rounds as a pro.
Well, you know, people think Carr is older and even more of a veteran because he has been so experienced already as a professional, starting out when he was about 18 years old, and he's already been so close to world championship twice, fighting for it, losing to Ike Forte by decision, and also losing to Felix Trinidad, knocked out by him in 8 rounds.
Oh! Samaha to a knee after eating a shot. Carr has 4 first-round knockouts, but doesn't have one since 1991.
Are you sure? Protect yourself. Box.
Samaha from Tijuana says he's ready.
Well, it's a misnomer to think that Carr doesn't have power, even though he has such good boxing skills and good hand speed. He can punch.
We saw Carr here on the Deuce back in May in Indio, California. 10-round decision against Rocky Balboa. The judges had it 100-90, a complete shutout.
He totally dominated, and Rocky Balboa, who we had seen before, put forth better efforts. It was not one of his better nights. Carr really has the whole package. He's a good boxer. He's got good hand speed, pretty good power, and really, it's just been a case of he's been in a division where the guys that are champions are all superstars. Ike Forte, Felix Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker. Those are superstars.
Keep your blows up. Keep them up,
Carr had won the first 32 fights of his career. And then in December of '94 in Mexico was knocked out in the 8th round by Felix Trinidad for the IBF title.
Well, it's going to be one of those nights I can feel as Samaha kind of walking around the ring, giving his own commentary as Carr continues to hit him. He might want to do the punching and leave the commentary to us. Even if he doesn't like our commentary, better off for him to worry about punching.
Let go inside, stop, step back, break clean. Step back, let go.
Looks like he's enjoying himself.
I want to tell you again, box, not talk.
The referee is tired of it. We come to the end of round 1, scheduled for 10. Carr, Julian Samaha on the Deuce.
Carr sending Samaha down, jabbing downstairs to try and set up the right hand, and he would land one. And Samaha going down with kind of a delayed reaction.
Well, right to the ear. And we begin round number 2. Carr does have 7 second-round knockouts. That's his most active round as far as career knockouts are concerned.
Let go inside, let go. When I say
Leads you believe, as he's told us before, likes to size up his opponent and then go for the kill.
Keep them blows up, Carr.
Take a look at some numbers from round 1.
Carr obviously getting the better of things, not landing at the percentage he would like, but still outlanding Samaha and getting the knockdown to boot. Samaha upset about low blows, but that punch was kind of a borderline. This is rapidly becoming the Julian Samaha International Track meet here.
That's a problem with a ring that's 24 feet by 24 feet. There's a lot of room to roam.
Let's go, work out on clinches, let go. Let go inside, step back, break clean. Work out on clinches, box.
I'll tell you what Samaha does have, and he's used it on a couple of occasions, is a pretty good left hook. And Carr is kind of susceptible. That's one punch you can get to Carr with.
And Carr did eat one at the end of round 1. Nice double jab from Oba.
I'm getting dizzy watching Julian Samaha. I need some Dramamine. I suspect you at home might also.
Box, keep your head up, box. Keep them blows up, keep them blows up.
Carr is going very low with those punches and could easily be in a situation where he could get penalized pretty soon.
Let go and fight inside, box.
But I think Samaha has annoyed the referee more. So if anyone was to lose a point off the bat, it would be
probably right.
Julian Samaha, who took this fight on very short notice.
The man he lost to last time out, Samaha lost to Anwar Ashana. Pretty good prospect in the junior middleweight and middleweight divisions in Chicago. Samaha lost the decision to him.
The most notable name on his resume in 1991, he was knocked out in the first round by Mark Breland.
Using his jab, which he does often. And I'm not sure what that means, but...
Hit me more?
Yes, could mean that.
I can hit myself harder than you?
That's another possible caption of that picture.
Come get me?
Oh yeah, I got a headache. That's another possibility.
Final seconds of round 2 on the Deuce. Welcome back to State College, Pennsylvania, the Bryce Jordan Center on the campus of Penn State University. There is Eddie Carr, Carr's father.
Break with that right hand to the body every now and then, and break with the hook right on top. Okay? Keep working with it.
Yeah, just keep your composure. Don't get confused because he's doing all those angles.
Yeah.
Keep setting things up with your jab. Keep setting them up with that jab, baby. You got it, Ross. You're fighting. Keep walking him down.
We asked Oba earlier this year about his father's influence and his father having the Marine background. He said, boxing teaches you control of your emotions. That's what my father taught me. With the environment that we grew up in Detroit, it promotes doubt, rage, jealousy, hate, and greed. And the disciplines of boxing help you sidestep many of those pitfalls. As Eddie Carr works with inner city kids, giving that message and instilling discipline to others, not only his son.
And it's not easy for a father and son team to make it work in boxing, but he and his dad are doing it right now, and more power to him for it. There is what happened in round 2, and clearly Carr picking up the percentage of his punches landed, and Samaha continues to have problems.
And that left hook that you mentioned, and Samaha did land it.
There is the left following a right. So Samaha is not without weapons in there. He just needs to use them and concentrate. There's the hook. And if you're going to hit Carr with a punch, it's going to be mostly the left hook when he is standing there in front of you. That is the one punch he is a little susceptible to. More than others.
Samaha clowning as well.
Work inside, work.
Tell you what, Samaha is doing so much clowning around. That was over Carr. I'd be scared of a headbutt. Obviously, it's something that comes into play in every bout, but this time.
He's still talking.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We are on the campus of Penn State. Julian Samaha is not the kind of guy that Joe Paterno would want on his team, now, would he?
I don't know if he would be the top recruit for Joe. Joe being kind of a no-nonsense kind of guy. Now, Jerry Glanville, maybe, on the other hand, could be.
Lunch day, we saw Curtis Enos, the outstanding tailback for Penn State.
We were having lunch today, and he came over to us, and he's looking forward to tomorrow.
That's right. Game will be seen on ABC in parts of the country. Pittsburgh, as they renew that rivalry at least through the year 2000.
They haven't played in about 5 or 6 years, have they?
Have not. And the quarterback for Penn State went to high school here at State College High, so they're freshmen.
This has been a better round in some ways for Samaha. Still probably losing it, but he has landed a couple of good punches. And I think some of his one-liners were a little better, too.
It's amazing how the one button you can push on Carr is a left hook.
That's the way. For some reason, he tends to drop his left when he throws it.
He rips off a good right hand. Final seconds of round 3. It's scheduled 4-10. Carr, Julian Samaha. Father to son, Eddie Carr to son Oba.
Just stood there, right in his chest, Rod. Doing good.
Keep that jab right on. Keep walking him down.
Oh, yeah. You picking it up now.
Good. You're picking it up now.
He ain't running now. He's fighting counterpunch you, so don't take no unnecessary risk, but still go and take charge of it.
What do you make of that?
Well, alluding to the counterpunching, and that's the left hooks that we talked about. They said he's not running now, and it's true. Samaha is staying there a little more, looking to counterpunch. And right away, he comes out with the left. He wants that hook. He knows it. He knows it could land, and instead he took some big shots. And, of course, if Samaha takes chances, he'll get hit more. Carr throwing so many more punches, and he's landing at just a slightly higher percentage, but he is landing more because he's throwing more.
123 more thrown. That time, Carr kept his right hand up to block that left hook.
One more time, hold inside. I'll be taking a point, box.
Very low blow by Carr. I'll tell you what, Carr's gotten away with a lot of punches low. The referee is distressed about the holding of Samaha. There's a cut, I think, on Samaha's left eye, which might have come from a clash of heads.
See how loose these ropes are. Remember, we have heavyweights coming up. Terrence Lewis and James Gaines in our main event.
Watch holding inside.
Gaines at a robust 287 pounds.
Can I call the fight from our TV truck? Would that be okay? I'll take you with me, I swear.
Step back, Red King. No lean on him.
You can visit with producer Robbie Biner and director Lenny Stucker. Watch them ply their craft.
I love that. Good left by Carr.
Work inside, let go. Stop.
They are true craftsmen like Carr.
Yes, they are. Nice segue. I like that.
Stay right here. Come here.
I believe a point's going to be deducted.
Warning for holding.
Now, what does that mean, warning?
Warning for holding.
1 point.
Time in. Box.
I mean, usually you don't say warning. You say a point's being deducted.
There you go.
Not what Samaha needs. He's got enough problems in there.
He was knocked down in round 1. So that was a 10-8 round. And Carr, I think, was getting tired of Julian Samaha.
And I think he hurt him with one of those right-hand shots. But, you know, Carr is standing right in front of him. And I have to tell you, that's not the best posture for Carr. He's right there where he can be nailed with one of those hooks. Samaha's his own worst enemy. Now he's yelling at Carr's corner.
Talk about it. Can't lose attitude. Samaha sure has that.
Watch your heads. Stop, step back.
You know, it's interesting. As bizarre as Samaha's behavior has been, Oba has gotten away with a few tricks also. The low blows there, he used his shoulder. Just that Carr is clearly a much more skilled boxer.
Let go. Let go. Box. Keep them blows up. Stop, step back. Step back. Step back.
Now, Carr hitting on the break there. And no warning.
Fed up with each other. Come to the end of round 4. Welcome back to State College, Pennsylvania. Bob Papa, Al Bernstein, Carr, Julian Samaha in the ring. The scheduled 10-round welterweight bout. Round 5 underway. We have to clear something up. In round 4, Rick Steigerwald, the referee, stopped the action and warned Samaha for holding, and he pointed to all the judges. But then after the round, he went to the judge and said, it's not a point deduction, it was just a warning. Well, in pro boxing, there is no such thing. You warn the boxer, you don't alert the judges to the warning.
Right, that was not appropriate action by Steigerwald, and even I think the commission heads here were puzzled when he came over later and said, no, it was just a warning, not a point deduction. In amateur boxing, you give warnings and don't take points away in cautions, actually. But in pro boxing, no, you don't take them around and tell the judges anything.
But Greg Serve from the state of Pennsylvania has had one of his guys stop a fight prematurely.
He's having a tough night tonight.
He's a good guy, too.
He's a very good guy. Does a nice job with this commission as well. So from time to time, you know, everybody has an off night. So, now let's see what. All right, now we're going to get the point.
1 point. Time in. Box.
So, Samaha self-destructing here. You have to love the combination punching of Carr when he gets in a rhythm. He's a very talented boxer.
Good right hand crumples Samaha. Count at 6. Samaha might be going back to the Baja. That's it. Got hit with one shot flush. Carr. Now, with his 42nd win and his 26th knockout, you got to look at Samaha.
Well, it was a right hand that did most of the damage. If Carr had started to really unload during that round, and for that man, 25-year-old Carr, a win that keeps him on track, he believes, for a possible world title shot, and keeps him right in contention. He's ranked in the top 10 by at least one of the organizations. Really should be by all of them when you get right down to it. But the WBA has him in the middle of the pack in the top 10, number 6.
Take a look at some of the replays. You see Samaha back up.
We're happy that he's up and okay. And Carr, using the jab to set things up, lands a big right hand, and that right hand did it for Samaha. That's a perfect example of why you use your jab to set up that right hand. Jab didn't land, but the right hand did. As he follows Samaha around. Look at him cut off the ring, too. Very nice move by Carr. He took 3 good steps to his left, cut the ring off so you would have a better angle to throw that punch. That was textbook in every conceivable way.
And Samaha counted out. Fans here at State College give him a boo. They work under that right eye of Carr, where he is susceptible for the left hook. And let's send it up to ring announcer Dick DeAndrea.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 147 of the 5th round, your winner by knockout, Carr.
Carr, 5th round knockout. His 26th career knockout as he stops Julian Samaha. And Carr now with 26 knockouts in 44 fights. That is the 6th 5th round knockout of his career. Carr would love another shot at a championship. Don't forget our main event to come. Terrence Lewis and James Gaines in a 10-round heavyweight bout. But we have a 4-round heavyweight bout for you. When we come back, Tim Williamson makes his pro debut against Mike Brown as we return to State College, PA after this timeout. Carr stops his man in round 5. One man in the ring. It was impossible to stop. Larry Holmes, he's standing by with Al Bernstein.
Al? All right. Thank you, Bob. I'm here with Larry Holmes and Gerry Cooney, two great heavyweights, former heavyweight champion, and it's a joy to see you guys. Now, you guys are in town for a very special event, I know, to help youth, and both you guys are active in that.
You know, that's really what it's all about. You know, we're today, they're tomorrow, and anything we can shine a light on, that's what we're all about.
Now, I noticed that you guys in here were wrestling around a little bit. See, I see that. Still has the good left hook, I'm telling you. The good thing is, I'm going to duck when they start throwing punches.
Larry's making a comeback. Make sure he tells you.
See, I know. Now, there's a rumor. Larry said there's a little rumor that you're trying to make a comeback. He sees you working out.
I've been just doing 10 or 15 rounds in the gym 3
that's
days
all.
a week.
That's all. Nothing big.
And, no, only time I fight is with my wife right now.
And who wins that?
I can't win. We'll talk about it later.
Jerry don't say, show me the money. He says, give me the money, and he come back.
Hey, let's ask you now. You're still pursuing this George Foreman fight. How are you coming in that vein?
I understand it's pretty close. They say that George probably will sign maybe next week. I'm hoping that if we don't fight on the 19th of December against Bobby Chess, but I want to fight George Foreman on the 19th of December instead of Bobby Chess, so I can get on out of this boxing game. I'm tired of chasing ghosts if there is no ghost. I want the real thing. That's the big man, George Foreman.
Jerry laughed when you said, I'm going to get out of this boxing game. I don't want to be a cynic, but...
Well, he's making a comeback, too, you know. So, you know, he's boxing in the gym. I'm watching him box. He's getting those guys hitting with left hook. Don't tell me he don't want to come back.
Well, okay, but let's just say this now. When he threw that last left hook, had I not been in the way, it might have landed. So maybe this is the man.
We might have to make a rematch, yeah.
They did it once before, and it was very entertaining. And two great guys, Gerry Cooney and Larry Holmes. Let's send it back to Bob Papa.
And Al Bernstein.
There you go. Well, I tell you what, Gerry looks great, and Larry Holmes, maybe one of the most underrated heavyweight champions of all time, and a great one. Well, they still have the gift for the clinch. Holmes and Cooney, will we see it again? More on The Deuce.